Alright, what is going on, Internet? Brandon here from Nerdlocker.com, and I have for you the video review for Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Short and sweet version, if you don't want to watch all of this. I loved it. It's outstanding. Go see it. Now, to get a little more in-depth with it, let's go over the actors. First off, Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Star-Lord, is perfect. I've always been a fan of his, and I remember when he got announced as the lead for this, I'm thinking Andy from Parks and Rec. I wasn't sure how it would pan out. Previews look great. He kills it in this movie. Just absolutely owns the role. He's outstanding. It's cool seeing him as this, like, buff action dude now, because it's definitely something I never thought I would see him do. But he's perfect. Zoe Saldana as Gamora, also outstanding. I mean, we know her to be a very good action star anyways, and she just owns the role of Gamora. I mean, it's going to be a lot of this with everyone I review here. Now, I will say the surprising one to me was Dave Bautista as Drax. I was not a fan of him being announced as Drax. I did not think he would do a good job as Drax, and I was absolutely wrong. His demeanor as Drax, being a very literal person, they go over that a lot. He doesn't understand a lot of the ways that Peter jokes or the other people talk. He's very literal in everything that he does. And the demeanor that he has is just perfect. He kicks ass in the fighting scenes. Just overall does an outstanding job. I'm very, very, very surprised by him in this movie. I mean, I'm telling you, the whole time I was not excited for him to be Drax. I kind of thought it would be just a big muscle part. He wouldn't say much, and that would be that. But he does a very good job. He gets very emotional sometimes. I want to say Vin Diesel as Groot was great. Groot just does Groot is a great part of this team, and they use him very well in the movie. But the one I will say that absolutely blew me away was Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Now, I've always been a fan of Rocket Raccoon. I've always been excited to see him in this movie, but he's so much better than I ever would have thought. He steals this movie. This is Rocket's movie. I mean, it's about Peter Quill and all the Guardians, but Rocket to me was the one that shined through in all of this. He's very, very funny, but there's about halfway through the movie he gets really emotional, and you just see how troubled he is and how hurt he is and kind of why he's a smartass, and it really gets to you. I just did not see that coming at all, and it's great. I mean, you're watching this animated raccoon on the screen, or CGI raccoon on the screen, and you're laughing your ass off, and then he gets just... He shows you, like, what really hurts him and what he's about, and it was heavy. Like, I will tell you that right now. It was some very heavy parts with Rocket, but that goes with all of the cast. Honestly, this movie is action-packed, and there are times that it is hilarious. Some of the jokes even, I don't know if it's all kid-friendly. I mean, it's probably going to go over a lot of kids' heads, to be honest. They're probably not going to get it, but there's definitely some adult humor in this movie. They curse way more freely, or even more than any of the other Marvel movies I've seen. But it's perfect. This whole movie is perfect. And as action-packed and as funny as it is, it's also... There's a lot of drama, because you are dealing with a group of broken characters and how they come together and just what they're about. And I can't say enough good things about it. The soundtrack, even... I've never seen in any of these Marvel movies have a movie so driven by the soundtrack. But it's a very important part of the movie, and it plays in very well, and there are some very touching moments with it. I'm blown away by this. I mean, I knew I was going to enjoy it, or I thought I would enjoy it, and I absolutely loved it. I would go as far as say, as a team movie goes, I like this better than Avengers. Not to say Avengers wasn't perfect, because it was, but... I think overall I enjoyed this more. I mean, I'm very excited for Avengers 2, but Marvel knocked it out of the park with Guardians. I seriously, I can't say enough good things about this. I'm so excited for what the future holds. Now, by the time this gets brought up or posted on YouTube, most people will probably have seen it. In the press screening, we did not get any stinger after the credits. I don't know if there isn't one, or if there is, we didn't get to see it. So I might be doing another video just to talk about the stinger, because the last time during a press screening that they didn't show the stinger after the credits was the very first Iron Man movie. That was only shown when it was released into theaters, and we all remember how big of an announcement that was. So maybe we didn't get it in the press screening because it's absolutely gigantic and huge and probably something big, or maybe there isn't anything and there won't be a follow-up video. Either way, please let me know what you guys thought of this in the comments. I'm very excited to talk about this movie. I'm very excited to see it again. And yeah, 5 out of 5 nerd skulls from this nerd. Check out, there'll be a written review on the website as well. So yes, 5 out of 5. Let me know what you thought.